is eternal
Maybe the
energy.
head popped off. Where's that energy
What?
go? Nobody knows
Whose
that?
head popped off?
Where you take the daisy, you twist it up, and you do that, and it pops it up in the air.
But that's
Never
the
mind.
difference. It doesn't
Oh, yeah.
have the same, life energy that we have.
The consciousness.
The consciousness.
The consciousness is created from our memory and our experiences.
Yeah, but where do you
Our
think
brain
you're
works
getting
like-
the power to do that? You think nature gave a shit about your dreams?
No,
Or your
the fact that
or
our
your
brain can
thought
process
like-
information faster than like 19 supercomputers. The fact that we have a memory bank that stores more information than every single computer on this planet. That's why I know that it's not actual energy or a soul or a karmic outline. It's pulses of electricity. It's my brain cells working together. It's experience and it's memories that are held together by the nodes between the brain cells and the electrical pulses, kind of like the ones and zeros in a program on a computer. Those electrical pulses are going this way and that way, and it's ons and offs. It's ons and offs inside our brain, and we subconsciously have developed a way to take those energetic pulses and turn them into something tangible like memories and sight.
Yeah, but how
and
do you
smell
think you
recognition
didn't do
and
that?
voice recognition.
You were doing that from before you could comprehend that you were doing it.
Sure,
So
just
how
the
can
same
you
as an
how can
amoeba.
you give yourself the
Just the same
credit?
as a single-celled organism eats because it's pre-programmed to eat.
So you're saying that the elements of the earth basically is what?
No, not basically. Of course, the elements of the earth
Yes,
is what is
no,
all
but there's
of us.
something beyond that.
What?
There's something. There's an energy
'Cause there just has to
beyond
be.
that.
Because there's just no explanation. There has to be. Maybe
What
we
do you
should
mean
just
has
look
to
for the
be?
answer instead of saying, "Oh, it's God." Let's all
No,
look for
it's
the
not
answer.
like that. But science can't. Science.
Religion has destroyed science, man.
No, let me tell you,
We're
the
not going to look for
universe
the
is too
answer.
complex
If
for
you have a
science.
chain with 16 links and you're missing 2 links, you can't just say, God will hold it together. He doesn't. You need the facts to put the shit together.
Okay, let me say it like this. There's hundreds of thousands of billions of galaxies. We think just because we understand this one little fucking galaxy that we understand everything? No, the fuck we
don't
don't.
understand this galaxy.
Yeah, but do you believe in a one-world theology, though?
No.
Okay, so they're in
So
the same
whose
sense-
religion? Whose religion is the correct? That's an excellent point.
Yeah.
Whose
I mean,
religion
it's
is the correct religion if you don't believe in a monotheistic world?
There is no correct religion because
Is that the
religion
right
over
word?
the
It's too
basis.
complex.
No, because religion over the
Sounds
basis of
fucking
all
good.
over
doesn't
the
it?
world.
Hell yeah.
All over the world, the whole point of religion is to give each individual their own belief on how they can or can't be. Like, it's not a point of, this is the right religion, that's the right religion, your religion's wrong because this religion's better, my God is this God and your God's wrong. Like, that's not the case. It's all individual perspective on
they
how to be a
comprehend
better
existence.
person and how they can have their belief.
Or I'm
That's all
thinking
I
it's
hear.
all how they, comprehend
Yeah, but that's
their
not
own
fair for you to do that.
existence.
Like, you're having argument bias here. Like, you're so fixated on the idea of what you are that automatically you're faulting any consumptions that we can come
I'm
up
not
with.
faulting it. I'm absolutely and wholeheartedly disagreeing with it.
No, I'm saying you're trying to fit something into. You're trying to fit this
trying
bottle
to put-
into this computer.
I'm
It
trying
just
to
doesn't
put-
even make
no.
sense. You're taking two
I'm
different
trying to put
subjects and trying to make them merge.
I'm trying to put answers to questions. I'm not fitting anything. I'm putting answers to questions. I'm not putting theories to facts.
Yeah, but there's things that happen in science that go against physics or go against scientific laws. That there are scientists out there that will say, "Yeah, we don't understand this. Like this doesn't follow any kind of scientific law." So it's like science doesn't always have a fucking answer. Sometimes science ceases to exist in certain cases.
So when science doesn't have an answer, God has an answer every time.
But you're personifying God. God isn't a physical being like
Yet you've
that.
described
It's
him as
beyond
where does
what.
that physical that doesn't go anywhere go?
What do you mean? It's the energy that makes up the whole universe.
Well, whatever you're calling it, is that not a physical thing that you're referring to?
Kinda and kinda not. It's kind of like you can't grasp a shadow.
That's like putting a tip in on this idea, dude.
No, you can't grasp a shadow. You can't even bottle a shadow. But you may be able to bottle air, so I didn't use that
But
example.
you can explain why the shadow's there.
Yeah, you can. It's the sun being blocked by your freaking.
But you can explain why the shadow is there.
Yeah, but you
It's
can't
because-
grab it, or it's kind of like how God is. It's like you can say some
You
aspects
can't
of
grab
it. but-
helium. Have you ever held uranium? Does it mean it doesn't exist?
I'm just saying, it's like, you can't explain
in that
everything.
same sense, can't you say the same thing about
But if you
God?
can't explain everything, then why do you try and explain what you can't explain everything by saying it's God?
Well, I can't wait till you die and God
It's not a
blows your
matter-
little mind into
not a-
pieces.
Yeah, see, you guys are both fucking like.
If there was a God, would
Just
he
see,
really
once
be
you
so benevolent?
once you do die and your actual
Worship
energy,
me or I will fucking
when-
slay you.
No, I don't think. I don't
that's
look at
not
God
the
like that.
case.
I'm saying when you die. No, I'm saying when He opens your mind, because they say once you
okay.
die and your energy is released, you are finally able to understand the universe and the things around you, and beyond just a little human comprehension. Trapped in your little human body,
You're just assuming something's out there, and you're like, oh well, you'll know when you die.
So God created us how we are, right?
yeah.
Now, when He created us, He didn't give us any room for growth. He didn't give us the power to acknowledge our experiences and grow from that,
So-
to eventually grow into something more, which could also be considered evolution.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying
Evolution
that
isn't about personal.
God's
growth.
not limiting
evolution's
anybody to
about,
anything.
About over time becoming something better. Or even if you want to define it any better than I can. I mean,
Okay.
all I'm saying is that the existence of evolution is there. And if you want, yeah, you can say, okay, God did create us. But you can't say that God created us for how we are and created us how we are now, because our brains aren't like the brains that were there when man first came.
That's
They're
true.
completely different.
May I pose a question?
Yes, go ahead.
We're created in God's image, according to religious
Somewhat.
belief, right?
I do not.
Okay.
In a
I-
non-personifying
I do
way,
not believe
your
that.
I get
thoughts
that. Okay,
alone.
cool,
I think
okay.
your thoughts alone.
I do not believe
We
that.
got
I
yeses
think that,
and no's. It doesn't matter.
I think you're
I think that maybe
That was a posing question.
at one time, if there was a God and He did create us, maybe He did create us in His image at that point.
Okay,
but
so
through
we evolved from
evolution, we became who we are now.
So if I may ask, if we are from the God creator of all and created in His image, even loosely,
okay.
why don't we have the best eyesight out of every animal on this planet?
Free will, bro.
Why don't
it's
free
all,
will?
It's all,
Not
it's all,
free
like-
will.
Dude, if
I'm
I had
not-
my
I'm
free
not
will, I'd
just-
see.
I'm not-
I'm
I'm not thinking in the sense of just free will as in my decisions. I'm thinking in the fact of the human body and what it is. It's not the point of being fat.
Is
It's
this God's
like
The
body?
atoms are able to do
No.
what they want to do. Basically,
Yes.
some
So we're not really
atoms are
created in
faulty.
His image.
Some atoms.
so. Couldn't that be considered the free will of the atom?
Why was Jesus created then as a man if there's far more physically superior organisms on this planet? We're not the most physically superior.
physically superior?
Yeah, we're not. By far,
No,
we're not
we
the
have
most
more
physically
of a
superior.
conscience, though. Animals don't have a conscience like us.
You can't say that.
They
What
have
defines
no.
a
They have
conscience?
primal thoughts like eat, fuck, sleep. Eat, fuck, sleep, poop.
They
But
don't
it's like
much
we
of
have
a
a deeper
cerebellum.
consciousness.
Right,
than
there's
that.
not much of
No,
a
not at all,
cerebellum
but
in most
sometimes.
animals, but there's some
Yeah,
who
there's
have
some.
larger ones than us.
Yeah.
So why would he or she, why would God not create, well, his son in the image of the best built animals on this planet?
Because we're supposed to go through a struggle. We're supposed to be able to work through things, and life isn't supposed to be this easy little parade and just picnic. You know what I
You
mean?
should
It's
probably
supposed to be
read
something.
Genesis again, because even as an atheist, I can tell you that it was supposed to be that according to the Bible, but the fact that a man ate an apple changed it.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's what I'm saying. After
Yeah, but
that,
that's
you're
not
not
just the
supposed
fact.
to
That's
be
not
perfect.
just. That's not the fact of that though. Like it's not just that the man ate the apple. It was.
No, but it
it's
was
the story.
relative to the
It's the
point
story
she
of
was making.
It's the story of how it occurred. Like it was the trust of the fact that God gave them everything that He did and created them for what they were, and He said, "This is what you have. You have everything that I have to give you. You just can't have this apple." And the serpent came and convinced Eve that that's what they should do.
What
That in
purpose-
turn gives the belief that there is right and wrong. Again, a belief that we're not supposed to eat that, so that's wrong.
Okay.
But if we do, then that gives you that underlinement. It's all about the belief. It's all about the individual belief and how it shapes us to be better or worse.
Why?
And these are all my own personal outlooks. This is my own perception of it. I have no
So do
accurate
you-
knowledge of what I've done. Like the shit that I've experienced in my life has brought me to this point where I think this. It's not that it's been written in books. It's not that it's a rule. It's not that I've been searching for centuries of fucking time through everybody that ever lived to come up with this is exactly
Centuries.
what it is.
That's true.
Dude, you could have been with the Templars.
I'm saying you're not limited. According to yourself, you're not limited in your thoughts or whatever else with your science. So why do you limit God to one little thing that you imagine him as?
Science is a practice. God is a theory.
What if
That's
God
what-
is the science?
Yeah, but isn't science
What
full
if
of theory?
he
What if
is
science
the science?
is the science?
No, what if it's just a putting a
What
word,
if
like
table
for
is the
instance,
table?
I'm not saying
What
in
if
the
light
sense of
is
like
light?
a god, like what the Egyptians or Mayans or anybody else would think. I'm saying it's just a fucking word. It's just a word. You could call science God just as easy as
We
one
should
easy,
call
1, 2, 3.
we should call science God, because if everybody practiced science,
But God
as
is
much
science.
as
He made science to be the way it
hold
is.
on, I'm gonna get my first complete sentence out.
Go,
30
go.
minutes.
You've had like 40 of them.
Right.
What are you talking about?
You're right. That's good. Fair point. Go on.
No, go ahead. It's
That means
just
stop.
you
That means you
limit
still do it.
God.
Stage right. You're right.
You limit God
Sorry.
into this box.
Owning this
Stage
shit,
right.
bitch.
You just limit God into this box, and it's
No,
not.
I don't. You limit science into the box because science doesn't have explanations for everything. If science was practiced by as many people and as hard as religion is practiced by as many people and as hard and as
lot
dedicated,
more would be, yeah.
then us as a human species would be eons and eons and eons farther ahead. But we're not, because religion is holding us back. Because instead of having people...
No.
Now, hold on.
I don't know
Instead
about
of
that.
having people band together, let's find answers, let's find solutions, let's find green energy, let's find different ways to improve us as a species. Instead, what we do is find different ways to hate people that are not like us. We find different ways to slow the progress of advancement in this species as humans.
But that's not God. That's people. That's stupid, puny humans.
Who
doing
created
that.
God? Who wrote the Bible? People. Who passed the stories of God and of Jesus and of Moses and Muhammad?
Yeah, all
Who
probably
passed those
humans
stories down?
that were
Humans.
imperfect, that couldn't remember shit, you know?
And that's
Like,
what you're basing your life on.
And science came
No,
from?
I don't follow what humans say. I don't think any human understands God truly.
Who told you about God then? Another fucking human did.
Yeah, but in the open sense, they didn't personify God. I feel like you personify God. God is
When
not
God is
human.
referred to as a
He's
person
nowhere
that
like
had,
a human.
when they refer to him as he had a son,
They
it
just
takes.
say he because it's
Okay,
as
so
far as our
she
human
had a
comprehension.
son.
It's not just he either. They always capitalize it, either he or him or
It's
whoever.
it's just
It's a
what humans
capital letter
understand. We don't
because he's
have a
viewed as
word for
deity
unisex
that's just
being.
there. It's not.
Zeus.
Yeah, we don't have a.
Can't
yeah.
we just cut that? You're
No,
right.
because Zeus,
Absolutely.
according to theology, sat there banging a bunch of people and having a bunch of other goddesses and having a bunch of kids. So yeah, they did put sexes onto those gods.
Your
The
God
true-
knocked up a virgin.
No, not like that. No.
Not like that.
Not with sex. And like you're just personifying God, and it's like
But your whole religion personifies God.
yeah, they do. I'm not standing up for what those guys think at all. I'm standing up for what God truly is, an energy that you can't understand, that is beyond your comprehension, that makes the universe run.
What I view it as is those unanswered questions need answering by people, and if more
By people?
yes, by people. Who else is going to find out? The dogs?
But that's just it. We're just puny little humans. We're not designed to know the answers.
No, the other humans have designed you to feel like you can't find the answers on your own. They fed you things like religion and being proper, morals. They use all these different words and all this rhetoric to let you define yourself in such a narrow place that instead of branching off, going outside of your box, instead of
I do
being
branch out.
instead of being creative, instead of living outside of what you believe you can do, you're funneled into this.
I don't. That's the
God
thing about.
has the answers for me, and I will wait instead of being proactive
So
in
you're
my
basing
No,
life.
but
your
that's-
perspective off of the fact that religion cripples her?
Yeah,
I believe
no.
religion cripples this society.
I
don't
think
believe
religion
it cripples
cripples
the
people, yes.
individual. As an individual, it improves more individuals. As a society, it destroys
Yeah,
more
but you're not
societies. It's a
understanding.
double-edged sword.
Religion is or God is
Tell me
far
a
beyond
war-
religion.
tell
God
me-
is not religion. That is
Okay.
completely
Tell me a war
man-made.
right now. Tell me a war right now that's not going on or that you can remember that wasn't
But that's what I'm
started
saying.
because
That's
of religion.
humans. That's humans and their
Think about it.
stupid,
No,
thought
but-
processes.
But they did it in the name of God.
There's-
You're sitting here
there's
arguing
been-
with
there's
me
been-
in the name of God.
Yeah,
I mean,
but that's
Are
the
you
thing.
are you saying the fact that all war has stemmed from religion?
I'm saying most.
A lot of it has,
Tell me
but
what
I would
that's
you
say
just
remember.
most.
stupid
There's
humans.
there. I mean, there's. I can't quote exactly, but I know of many that have been started over not just religion, but sex its own. Like
Yeah.
there's been many occasions where
Another
woman,
human thing.
yeah, a woman went from one castle to another, and it outraged because she didn't want to stay there, and she left, and then a war crippled
Yeah.
out, and then eventually, yeah, maybe they can
Trojan
depict
War.
that into yes, exactly.
No, what they did was they had the priest say, instead of saying, yo, France is a cock blocker, like we're going to go fuck France up, they're like, those evil Protestants, they don't believe
Well, I'm
in
not
God,
sticking up for
right?
mankind.
We gonna go kill them. We gonna chop
I'm
their
not
heads
sticking
off.
up for
We gonna
mankind.
burn them some bitches. That's the difference.